Okay, now let's keep him busy. Keep him backing up. He can't punch going back with power.
He's trying to lead that right hand. Let's go. Check us out. Let's go, Chris. Let's go.
You may have heard Chris Bёrd's father say he can't fight backing up. And Bёrd said back to him, you try to land that right hand going backward. So he knows it. Can he stay on the attack, be effective, and not get hit by a big punch?
Meanwhile, in Klitschko's corner, his German trainer, Fritz Spooner, asked him to use more combinations and just to try to land punches, not to try to land with such overwhelming force. Spooner apparently believing that Klitschko is trying to hit the home run when maybe a single or a double will do.
Well, Jim, it's like going up against a knuckleball pitcher. You want to hit the ball into the bleachers every time, and that's why big sluggers strike out on those kinds of pitches.
And almost here, George Foreman saying, just land the punch. Just make contact. Don't put everything you had into it. That's what Klitschko's trainer was asking him to do. It's a good thing for Vitaly that he's as fluent in languages as he is, because while Spooner, his trainer, speaks to him in German, his brother Vladimir simultaneously speaks to him in Russian. Round 6 of what is becoming an interesting heavyweight fight in Berlin, Germany, between the towering Vitaly Klitschko and the bouncy, elusive, obstreperous Chris Bёrd. Here's an example of what Spooner asked for. Just land the punch.
He's made a good adjustment to what happened to him in the last round.
Chris Bёrd's protective cup is loosening in the back. May or may not become a distraction for him, but it could cause a delay at some point.
Let's go. Get back.
Chris Bёrd landed half his punches in the 5th round. In the 6th round, as Larry pointed out, Klitschko making a good adjustment and regaining his momentum in the fight. But it looks like this one just might go the distance. And that would change Klitschko's bargaining power and his market position in the heavyweight division. We are in Berlin tonight with a look at Potsdamer Platz. During the 20s, the busiest crossroads in all of Europe. Today, one of the most active building areas in the world in this city, festooned with cranes and huge construction machinery. There's as much new building going on here as probably anywhere else in the world, as Berlin becomes an entirely different place than has been the case before in the 20th century.
Okay?
Your punches are too low. Be careful and look what Bёrd is doing. Okay, good punches. Keep it calm. Keep it easy. Is that turning? Okay. Keep a distance. Provoke him. Let him go.
Okay?
And then answer with a good combination.
Yep, right there. Let's go. Second round.
Let's go now.
Well, as we've told you at the beginning of the evening, last year, Ross Purity, an American veteran, took on Klitschko's little brother Vladimir, a heavyweight with a record of 32-1. He exhausted Vladimir and rocked him in a late round, and Vladimir's trainer jumped into the ring and grabbed his fighter, stopping the fight. So that's the only professional loss for either Klitschko. Bёrd trying to repeat that same pattern here. Harold, How do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. 59-55, 5 rounds to 1. Vitaly Klitschko. In round 6, he definitely won the round. He kept catching Chris Byrd as Chris moved in. Round 5 was a good Chris Byrd round. But Jim, I'm going to tell you something. The judges. They're calling time for the tape. Gino Rodriguez is going to make him tighten up that tape.
I told you. I told you this was going to happen.
But Jim, the judges definitely see Vitaly Klitschko sucking air. His mouth is wide open. He's definitely starting to tire. He tired round 6, so his fight could turn.
And this is not incidentally for the protective cuff, as I had suggested, but rather for the tape around the glove. A delay at this point, probably good for Klitschko for the reason that Harold just described.
You know, when we spoke to Klitschko about his PhD in sports science, we asked him about this notion that a big man has problem with stamina. And he refused to go for it, said it depends on how you train, whether you pace yourself in the fight, and so on. Well, he's in the laboratory right now to prove it one way or the other.
27 previous fights. Vitaly Klitschko has been to the 6th round once and went to the 9th round against Obed Sullivan. Chris Byrd has had 14 fights in his career of greater than 6 rounds. So we're moving into an area of the fight with which Byrd is considerably more familiar. And now Klitschko makes Byrd miss with the left hand. Klitschko connecting to this point in the fight at a rate of about 25%. Against all previous opponents, he connected at around a 47% rate. So Byrd's elusiveness, a big factor in the fight so far. And if you're wondering about the difference between Byrd against the big puncher last year, Ibeabuchi, and against Klitschko this year, one obvious change. Ibeabuchi's just quicker than Klitschko has been able to be here.
You have this strange sight of David coming forward and Goliath going backward.
You also have to wonder at what point does Klitschko perhaps become frustrated.
Pick up his trunk some. Pick up his trunk some, right?
Not too high, not too high.
Open my cup a little bit.
Take a deep breath, let out slow. You still letting him catch you with 2 minutes.
One more drink.
2 minutes.
Quick.
It's necessary with punches.
Okay, move Vitaly and slip his punches. That was quite a good round. Take a breathe. Drink a bit. Open your mouth. What's that? Okay. You're controlling. Keep a distance with your left.
Okay?
Seconds out, let's go.
Everything okay? Okay. Go for it.
Dr. Vitaly Klitschko, PhD in sports sciences from Kiev University. First lieutenant in the Ukrainian Air Force, 4th generation military man. Taking on Chris Byrd, who was raised to fight by his father, Joe Byrd, who used to set his sons up in an 8-foot square indoor gym in their home in Flint, Michigan. One of Byrd's advisors, John Hornauer, came in here tonight, took a look at the small ring and said, well, I guess they didn't know that Chris grew up in an 8-foot ring. And it was there in the 8-foot ring in his house that Byrd learned to be invisible while standing still. The Burnell Whitaker of heavyweights, in effect, a man who can stand right in front of you and never be found by a significant punch. That's what he's trying to be against one of the biggest punchers in the sport here tonight.
But he's throwing his punches tentatively. He's not trying to put any serious hurt on Klitschko. He's just hoping, as we said earlier, Jim, that Klitschko will knock himself out.
the left hook. Byrd comes back with two lefts of his own.